to DESOPADEC Weekly, a TV program that highlights the activities of Delta State's Oil-Producing Areas Development Commission. The State Governor, His Excellency Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Arthur Okowa, has been on the move commissioning DESOPADEC projects, especially in Delta South Senatorial District. And today we take a look at the event that has inspired hope in the oil-producing communities. Joy Uche is my name. Welcome on board.
That what we are doing here is for the purpose of you getting what belongs to you, because oil being produced in your community is being managed, the resources that are close to you from the 30% is being managed from here. So you own it, and you need to give peace assurance. You articulate your demands and what you want so that we here can apply to you very closely of those monies that accrue to your community. It is not by fighting, it is only when you articulate those things you want that will be given to you.
The Stronger Delta agenda of the Delta State government got unprecedented boost from the Isoko access when the Delta State Governor, His Excellency Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Arthur Okowa, led management team of DESOPADEC to commission 5 major star projects executed by the agency on the 25th of January 2020. It was a glorious day in Isoko. An excited son of the soil, who happens to be the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of DESOPADEC, Bashirun Askia Oge, said the people never had it so good. The commissioning ceremony began at Ozoro, the headquarters of Isoko North Local Government Area, Delta State, where the MD, CEO of DESOPADEC, presented before the governor an ultra-modern civic center with 2 entrances and a new security house. Alongside the Executive Director of Projects, DESOPADEC, Honorable Daniel Mayoko, took the governor and his entourage around.
State government, DESOPADEC project, reconstruction and fencing of Obuta Hall of Zoro, commissioned by His Excellency Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, Governor of Delta State, on the 25th of January 2020. Congratulations to the management of DESOPADEC.
In a chat with the DESOPADEC Weekly crew, the chairman, Isoko North Local Government Area, Delta State, Honorable Emmanuel Babo, said the Opute Hall, reconstructed by DESOPADEC, is the first of its kind in Isoko North and will attract economic gains to the community.
It started more than 45 years ago when the foundation was laid, but it has never been completed. The project has always been ongoing until now that the Delta State government is completing the project. Now, under the agency, DESOPADEC, under the Delta State government is the one completing it. The people of Ozoro are happy and they will continue to be happy with the state government.
A traditional ruler, Ojiolugbu of Ozoro, and the secretary, Ozoro Youth Assembly, expressed satisfaction with the hall.
I greet the governor of Delta State for giving us a very good town hall that we can be holding meeting in Ozoro Kingdom as Odiologbo of Ozoro Kingdom. And I greet the DESOPADEC MD Askia Oge for God touches them and touches the commissioner DESOPADEC to give Ozoro a very good town hall. Let God bless the DESOPADEC MD and their commissioners and all his followers.
First of all, the project was very poor for the first time, but now it's now modelized with the model system. We, Ozoro Youth Assembly, were very happy for the project.
Representative of Isoko ethnic nationality at the board of the DESOPADEC, Dr. Paul Owe, gave the assurance that the project will be protected by the host community.
I can assure you that in course of carrying out this project, I personally got myself heavily involved in supervision. So I can tell you a lot of good job is done. And we also have spoken to the community leadership here, the President General and various authorities here. They will keep eye on it for us. And whenever we have encouraged them to imbibe maintenance culture, and whenever there is anything beyond their capacity, they will not hesitate to bring it to our attention.
After the commissioning of the Opute Hall, the DESOPADEC team and Governor Kowa moved to Ole, headquarters of Isoko South local government area.
It's beautiful and it's nice, you know. The governor has a vision for Isoko people and the campus itself. And I want to thank God for the governor who has a vision of building this hostel for the students to stay in a very conducive environment in times of learning. I want to appreciate most of all the MD DESOPADEC Askia for having a good vision to work in line with the state governor to build infrastructure for the students of Ole campus. And I want to thank God for the governor of this state too, who also put his mind on building a capacity building for the students of Ole campus in engineering faculty.
At Ole, the governor commissioned lecturers' guest house and a hostel at the Delta State University Ole campus. Guest house, fully equipped bungalows, have a study, store, and laundry rooms, all connected with modern conveniences. At Uzeri, Isoko South local government area, the governor commissioned two DESOPADEC projects, an ultra-modern Uzeri Civic Center and the Model Secondary School Uzeri. The first port of call was the 1,000 capacity Uzeri Civic Center. The Civic Center also has 1,000 kVA power generating sets with rehabilitated water projects. Model Secondary School Uzeri was the last in the series of the DESOPADEC projects commissioned by the Delta State Governor, Senator Ifeanyi Ofo Akowa.
Was told already, even before we started hearing because the school environment has been done all around. And I believe that this is the kind of thing we want for our children. When a child comes here to learn, that child will know that he or she has truly come to learn. I want to thank the committee for their cooperation in ensuring that they provided the enabling environment for the reconstruction and new constructions to take place. And I want to also thank the DESOPADEC for staying focused on this project.
At the school, the DESOPADEC renovated 6 classroom blocks, administrative building, home economics block, assembly hall, principal residence, boys' quarters, and security gate house. Solar power panel with 5,000 liters water scheme was also provided. The DESOPADEC also equipped laboratories for physics, chemistry, biology, agricultural science, and food and nutrition. The students and staff were excited with the development.
They are very good. Now the Honorable Odiobashero, Chief Askia, have done best to us. They have bring a new model of computer, library and laboratory, the lab, everything. Everything is functioning now. So we have to appreciate the Honorable Odiobashero, Honorable Askia, that they have done more best for us.
At the level of our education, it brings so many good things to us. Like those that don't know how to operate computer. If you go into the laboratory or the library, you must learn something from there with the guide of the teacher or your staff. So, I mean, he's done so many great things. Students of the grammar school have no way of thanking him. We are just saying thank you, thank you, thank you. If we had to give him gifts, it wouldn't be enough.
Actually, I thank God for these facilities that they have brought, because before we teach in theorems, as in when they teach us, we don't know where to carry out the practicals because we don't have the equipment and the facilities to do them. But now that OKOWA have brought it for us, it has been a great privilege for me to say that I thank him so much, because it will enable us to carry out the practicals of what they will be teaching us. I also know that my colleagues want to say this also. Hi, Chief Askia Bashara, it has been a great privilege for having you and for you to do all these things for us. We say thank you.
Of a truth, seeing this thing is an opportunity for the students to take advantage of what they're having. In our time, it wasn't robust like this. I must appreciate the DESOPADEC MD for bringing the prosperity for all Deltans down to the grassroots. Indeed, a stronger Delta is visible. We will appreciate His Excellency for appointing Basharu Askia Ogie. I will urge the students to take advantage of this, take their studies serious, while also I will admonish them not to go into vandalizing the school properties or stealing the lab and the chemicals equipment in the lab.
The school had been in a sorry state before the intervention of the DESOPADEC. A chemistry teacher and his computer science counterparts gave their experiences.
We cannot boast of ourselves as science teachers. How can we teach students without practicals? Tomorrow they'll just leave the secondary school without the knowledge of practicals, and you say they are scientists. Going out, what would they be able to do? Nothing, just theory. Science is not just theory. The practical aspect must be taught. And now if you look at the laboratory, you find out that we have enough equipment to make sure that these students, they gain what they're supposed to gain as science students. The mode of learning now have changed. Formerly, most of them, they discourage. They don't want to do science because it looks boring to them. Theory. But by the time they come to the lab, they use their hand to do one or two things. You see them, they are excited. They want to do science. Most of them. Now, if you look at the science class, we have more population there than the art and the social science because they love the practicals we are doing and they want to join us to do it, and they are doing it well. And with the aid of these materials, the sky is our limit. That's what I say. So I want to use this opportunity also to thank our able governor who can do this in our time. In fact, the student will be more grateful for governor because when they leave here, go to tertiary institution, they will not have problem with practicals in the sciences. That's one thing I want to say. And also give thanks also to the MD of DESOPADEC, Honorable Aska Ugi, who made sure that he gave time to this work. It's not easy for him to make sure that this work gets to this stage. He complete this work within the limited time. If to be some people, it will be an abandoned project. School is on, students are coming, they are working. Day and night, they are working. And see where we are today, the whole project is completed, and we are making good use of it.
This is going to help the students very well because since I've been in this school, I've been using alternative means for practicals. When I teach to a point, I would tell the children visit a business center. But with this ICT that they have brought in now, we'll go to the lab, we do practicals. The children will be able to get close to what they are telling them. It will look as if they are inside the lab. They will see everything with for themselves. To do it practicalize what they have been taught. Delta State government have done very well. A big thank you to them. DESOPADEC, a very big thank you to them. Bashero Askiaoge, a very big thank you to all of them for what they have done for this school, for me as a teacher, and for the students, because it makes my learning, my teaching very easy for me.
The principal of Uzere Model Secondary School and the school librarian also spoke.
It's been wonderful. As you can see, the facilities, the structures, the infrastructures that have been put in place have really improved the learning outcomes of the students. The students before now, they were learning in abstracts, but these days, they see what they are being taught about. Unlike those days, when we learned physics, we were just told those names without really seeing them. But now, they have infrastructures, instructional materials to buttress what the teachers are teaching, and the children are really happy. And this has resulted in much assimilation, and the learning outcome is highly positive. The students are really happy with what they are seeing. Words are not enough to express my thanks to our amiable governor, Dr. Ifeanyi Arthur Okowa, and the DESOPADEC with the Askia Basharu that have brought these facilities to this school. We want to say a big thank you on behalf of the management, the staff, the students of this great institution. We want to say a big thank you, and we ask that the Almighty God should bless them in all their endeavors.
Before now, let me say, before 2018, the library, the way it looked like before, it was just like there were only tables, few books. These children had access to few information materials. So it was not encouraging. So, but now, the present one that is built and furnished by, you can see by yourself, there's a presence of e-library, lots of books that cut across all the subject areas. So with this, the children can gladly come. Even before the commissioning, they have been itching to come and use the library because of the modern facilities. I took my time to go through all the books and the information materials. I believe, and I strongly believe, and it is true, that once, if they are able to make use of the information materials available, that will make them to excel academically. Honor Basharu Askiaoge, who is the Managing Director and CEO of DESOPADEC, I want to say a big thank you to him, because through him all the things were made possible. So I encourage him to do more, because if you go around the town, all over the school, the two staff and students, nobody is talking about him. So I want him to continue to do the good things for us. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Delta State, the person of Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, a big thank you to him also. I equally want him to continue his good work.
The Executive Secretary, Delta State Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise Development Agency, Honorable Oreze Esievo, said the Okowa government has, through the DESOPADEC, impacted lives in Isoko.
We are very happy. You know, I want to really say in all humility that the government of Delta State has been very gracious to the sons and daughters of Isoko. In appointments, you can see that the governor has really, shown his grace and goodwill for us, and we really appreciate that. The projects also speak volumes. In the same vein, you can see this project is here. Of course, we're going to see and commission some in Uzere today, then Ole, of course, Emede Ring Road is very on top of the list. I'm from Emede. So we're very happy. We feel we have a huge sense of belonging in the government of Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, so we're happy. For projects like this, the truth is that the people must own the project. So this is built by DESOPADEC, right? It's also part of government. The people must own the project. How do you own a project? You take charge of the project. You protect it. You use it well. Make sure it's not vandalized. Use it for the people. The people must own the project like their very own personal house. The way they take care of their houses and stuff, that's what they should do to this project and use it properly for the people of Isoko North and Isoko South as well.
Basking in gratitude, the President General of Isoko Development Union, IDU, Chief Idu Amade, said Isoko people are happy.
We are grateful to His Excellency, Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Atokowa, for what he's doing right now in our area. As per the project he has approved to be constructed in Isoko Nation, we are here, put a hall of Zoro is wearing a different look. It has not been like this, and we are very, very happy. The leadership of Isoko, Ozoro, all of us are appreciative of the good work His Excellency is doing. Even in Ole, just a few months, we now have 6 quarters, professorial quarters that are standing in Faculty of Engineering and student hostel. This has not happened before. And then when you get to Uzere, the grammar school has been transformed, and we now have an ultra-modern civic center all ready to be commissioned today. So what do you say about that? A leader of action, a leader who says, I am going to do this for you, and he does it.
The CEO of the DESOPADEC, Bashirun Askir, the chief host at the commissioning ceremony, assured all ethnic nationalities to expect speedy delivery of people-oriented projects in their various oil-producing
We are giving a fiscal manifestation to the stronger Delta Maxim. It's not enough for us to say it and just think about it, but we have to practicalize it. And I'm glad to say that the DESOPADEC under my watch has given that practical base to it. And so, commission the project that you see today that is impacting on the lives of the people of the oil-bearing communities and helping in the educational stride. Not only just keying into his agenda, but we are giving physical manifestation to it. Yeah, you know, the best way to develop any nation is to develop the mind of the people, and that is through education. So from the facility tour, you saw that the governor went through all the laboratories, starting from the ICT, which is the craze of the moment. And if you develop these children with that type of development, by the time they get to adulthood, and it continues like this across our oil-bearing communities, then certainly the desired peace and development that we need for the area will have been achieved.
Of the DESOPADEC in Isoko land is generally outstanding. The efforts clearly underscores the commitment of the DESOPADEC to the smart agenda of the core administration towards a stronger Delta. It was indeed a memorable event and enduring development in Isoko land. And this is our package for today. Well, thank you very much for being a part of the program today, the DESOPADEC Weekly. We will come again next week, but until then, you can follow us on our social media handles rolling on your screen. On behalf of the crew, Joy Uchi is my name.